Oh, now you're going to lose your money.
Don't worry, where's your son? We're going to make him open the box. Open that right up.
I want to separate. That's fine. Then it's we'll meet right by you. As people start to leave, I'll meet you right back with the menorah.
Congregation. The Chazan is in a little bit of a rush, so if it's okay with all of the dignitaries that are here, we'd like to do the lighting first, and then we'll do all the hellos and all that kind of thing. Is that okay? I'm just, you know, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. You're going to be up, okay? Okay. So you're going to make the bracha first, then? Doesn't matter.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu B'kineh shel Chanukah Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Nisim elavoseinu bayamim haim azman hazeh. Let us join with the Ma'osor. Ma'osor Yeshuati Lechona Leshabeya Tiko Betefilati Visham Tada Nisabeya Lietachim Adbeya Mitzvah Chanukah Mizbeach Azegma B'Shim Mizmor Chanukah Mizbeach Rock of Ages, Rock of Ages, our song. Praise thy saving power. Thou amidst the raging foes, thou amidst the raging. Wast our sheltering tower, wast our sheltering tower. Furious they assailed us, furious they assailed. But thine arm availed us, but thine arm and thy word and broke their sword, broke their sword. When our own strength failed us, failed us, and thy word broke their sword. When our own strength failed us. Thank you very much, Cantor Shapiro. After 52 years, you still sound as good as the first one. First year. First year. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce the mayor of Lubbock.
Thank you very much, Rabbi. I'd just like to say, introduce my trustees who are here. Deputy Mayor Bill Henrik is someplace, there he is, in his flak jacket, and Kevin Kelly, Maury Foreman, I think Tom Issue is in the crowd somewhere. Oh, he's still eating dinner. Okay, I just have to say one thing. We're so very fortunate in Lynbrook to have what we have, Christian and Jewish faiths together, living together, and helping each other, and working together with each other. And it's a wonderful feeling to live in Lynbrook and have that kind of a feeling. And it's just something that other communities, and especially if you go overseas and certain other lands, you don't find that. So we're all blessed, and all you young children should remember that, you know, peace on earth is for everyone, not for a select few. And we have, I think, peace on earth in Lynbrook. And I have a question for the Rabbi, Diamond. How do you get away with lighting up these candle lights here 3 days late? I mean, I was here Friday night at 6:30, and I was nobody here, and I said, what's going on? If I ever tried that in my religion, I'd be shot and dragged out and put on the cross someplace. You'll have to explain that.
I'll explain.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Next year, when I don't get any parking tickets in Lynbrook, we'll light it on the first night. It's really great to have a turnout from the entire community here this evening. It's wonderful, it's terrific to celebrate Hanukkah. Last year was my first year here, and I felt like, oh, this is like I'm a new guy in a new town. But this year I feel like I'm part of Lynbrook. I've gotten to know most of the people around town, and gotten a few tickets since then. But it's great to feel part of a community, a wonderful, terrific, gewaldic community. And now listen, on Hanukkah, we do a few things to remember the miracle that took place for our ancestors many, many years ago. One of those miracles is that the oil that lasted 8 days, they really only had enough for 1 day, but it lasted for 8 days. So it became a tradition that on the nights of Hanukkah to eat something that's made in oil. So we're going to go back to Congregation Beth David, back to the shul. We have some entertainment. We have lots of chips and stuff like that. But we also have donuts, because donuts are made in oil. And Jewish people try to do as many commandments, as many mitzvot as possible. The more donuts you eat tonight, the bigger the mitzvah. Nobody can eat more than I can. So I want to thank everybody for coming. I want to invite everybody, the entire community, back to our congregation. I want to thank the Chamber of Commerce for helping us out here this evening, and all these little chocolates that my daughter put into my pocket. And so let's go back to the shul. We'll dance, we'll enjoy the entertainment, we'll eat donuts, and we'll enjoy the holiday. Thank you very much. If you take a couple of munchkins and you start munching on them, it gets quieter. We have a tradition here at Congregation Beth David of not only lighting the menorah outside, but also lighting this menorah here in our shul. So if there's anybody here who wants to fulfill the mitzvah of lighting the Hanukkah menorah before our festivities begin, we're going to do so now. Are we all set? Thank you. I can't take this out. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvosav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim lavoseinu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh. Roman, do me a favor. Move this whole thing out. Wait, let's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, and children of all ages. Where's Mr. Lewis? You went that way, okay. A few years ago, I had the opportunity to see a comedic, magical performance in a place called Greenport. And if anybody's willing to drive all the way out to Greenport just to tell some jokes and do some magic, then you know he's got to be good. Last year, we did a whole lot of dancing, and people told me that they wanted to do something different this year for Hanukkah. So without any further introduction, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Bayshore, that's Suffolk County, it's a different time zone, okay? New area code. New area code. The millennium's going to start there first, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to invite all of the children here to come up over here so they can see and hear what's happening and get their picture took.
Okay, can everyone hear okay now? Can everyone see me all right? Had a little trouble with the lighting before, the angles and all sorts of things. Just to make sure everyone can see okay, I've got a little test here. Don't worry guys, it's not a written test. Everyone should be able to pass this test if you can see okay. I've got a shape. Everyone from the youngest to the oldest should be able to know their shape. So when I hold it up at the count of 3, as loud as you can so I can know that you can see all right, shout out what shape you see. Everyone ready? 1, 2, 3, what shape? Great, but where I come from in Suffolk County, 4 corners is what I call a square. Maybe it's what you call a circle out here. Do you have any left hands out there? Who's got a left hand? 1, 2. God, who's got a right hand? A lot more right hands than left hands. Maybe that's some sort of political statement. But in order to get here, I was given these great directions. I was told if I could do some stop talk there, to the right exit to get to the shul. And I looked for the sign with an arrow facing which way? Right. If you're not sure, say this way or that way. You're never going to be wrong, but if you want to show off, at least know it's to the right. But if I miss that turn, I'm going to have to make a U-turn, come around to the same sign on the other side, and then the arrow face which way? Left. That way to the left on the hat. Way ahead of me. The black rabbit with the black hat, the white rabbit with the white hat. So I put 1 rabbit on the starboard side, 1 on the port side, to make sure he started with 2 rabbits and he would finish with 2 rabbits. But the rabbits had a tendency to get a little frisky, you know, we need to kind of hop outside their hat. 1 hop to the other hat, 1 from the other hop to the first hat. And if everyone would like to help me out with saying a little bit of Hanukkah magic words. Does anyone know Hanukkah magic words? So, repeat after me, I'll teach you some Hanukkah magic words. Abracadazo. Zolzai-mit-nazo. A little weak on the mouth there, but on magic Hanukkah magic. And they switch places under the white hat. What color? White hat. And it changed to black. Incredible. Under the black hat, white color. Isn't that sensational? Not really. It's real slow at the same time. Real slow, no hat, same time. Okay? Just like you said. Real slow the other way, no hat, just like you said. Not like that either. In a circle. Oh, you want to see him go like that? No. On their heads? No. Side by side, what other way are you going to do it? Well, if I do that, let's see the other side of the rabbit. That's what we want. What do What happened when we said the magic word last time? That's not the magic word, that's the everyday magic word. But when we said the magic word, what happened? They switched places, so we're going to do the same thing here. So, everyone, let's make sure you pay attention. Point to the little glass. 3 of you. Point to the little bottle.